Scene 1. The initial spark. In an unassuming office on Wall Street, a pivotal moment unfolded in early 1994. Gregory Coleman, an FBI special agent with a keen eye for deception, sat in a room filled with financial reports and trading records. The name Stratton Oakmont appeared repeatedly, each entry more perplexing than the last. Coleman's instincts sparked, sensing something deeply amiss. The patterns were too perfect, too orchestrated. His investigation began with a simple question. How could a firm promise such astronomical returns without the foundation to support them? Coleman reached out to the Securities and Exchange Commission, sharing his suspicions. Their response was immediate. This wasn't just another case of financial misconduct. It was potentially one of the largest frauds Wall Street had seen. The machinery of justice began to turn, an intricate dance of subpoenas and interviews. A web of deceit was beginning to unravel, and Stratton Oakmont was at its center. Scene 2, Hidden Angle, the arrest. On September 11, 1999, Jordan Belfort was arrested by the FBI for his involvement in a massive stock manipulation scheme. The operation, spearheaded by FBI agent Patrick Denham, had uncovered a labyrinth of corruption and deceit that reached the very core of Stratton Oakmont. Belfort's arrest was a spectacle, his once glamorous life reduced to a humiliating parade. Before cameras and reporters. The investigation had revealed layers of fraud, pump-and-dump schemes, money laundering, and securities fraud. Belfort's partner, Danny Porish, was not far behind, his complicity ensuring his fall from grace. As the charges mounted, the facade of success crumbled. The case against Belfort was not just about numbers. It was built on the testimony of former employees and associates who had turned against him. Their stories painted a portrait of a man who believed himself untouchable, now brought low by his own hubris. Scene 3. First evidence, the smoking gun. In the dim light of a secure evidence room, Gregory Coleman examined a crucial piece of evidence, a ledger from Stratton Oakmont. The entries were meticulous, detailing transactions that defied logic. Stocks were bought and sold in patterns that screamed manipulation. One name stood out, Alan Wilkins, a broker whose trading habits had raised alarms. Under questioning, Wilkins cracked, revealing how Belfort and Porish orchestrated the schemes, manipulating stocks to inflate their value, before dumping them on unsuspecting investors. This confession was the breakthrough the FBI needed. It wasn't just hearsay. It was documented proof of the illegal activities that funded Belfort's extravagant lifestyle. As agents delved deeper, more brokers came forward, each corroborating the stories of fraud. The case against Stratton Oakmont was becoming airtight, with every witness adding a new layer to the narrative. Scene 4, the lead that was missed, the overlooked detail. But not all leads were followed, as the FBI soon realized. In the chaos of the investigation, a critical detail slipped through the cracks. During an early raid on Stratton Oakmont, a file marked confidential was overlooked. Inside were documents hinting at offshore accounts and international ties that could have broadened the scope of the investigation. By the time the oversight was discovered, the trail had gone cold. This mistake had consequences. While Belfort and Porish faced charges, the extent of their international dealings remained shadowed, leaving some of their financial webs intact. The missed opportunity haunted Gregory Coleman. It was a reminder of the complexity and scale of Belfort's operations. Yet, despite this setback, the case moved forward, driven by the weight of the evidence already in hand. The investigation was far from over. As Belfort and Porish awaited their fate, the unanswered questions loomed large. Who else was involved? How deep did the corruption run? The stage was set for a courtroom battle that would expose the underbelly of Wall Street's excesses. The real story was only beginning to unfold, leaving viewers with the pressing need to uncover the full truth in the acts to come. Scene 5. The underrated ally. An unexpected ally emerges. As the courtroom buzzed with anticipation, an unexpected figure emerged from the shadows of the investigation. Janet Rossi, a former accountant at Stratton Oakmont, stepped forward with a trove of information. Her meticulous records, kept in secret, contained insights into the offshore accounts that eluded the FBI before. Rossi's motivation wasn't revenge, but redemption, having unknowingly contributed to the schemes. Her testimony was a game changer. It highlighted a trail of hidden transactions, linking Belfort's empire to international entities previously beyond reach. The prosecution, invigorated by this new evidence, shifted their strategy. Rossi's revelations illuminated hidden partnerships and shadowy investors, complicating Belfort's defense. The courtroom was now a battleground, each side wielding their arsenal of facts and testimonies, while the jury absorbed the unfolding drama, their verdict hanging in the balance. Scene 1, first escalation event. The fall begin. In the spring of 1996, a seismic shift altered the landscape of Wall Street. The Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, stormed into the lavish offices of Stratton Oakmont. The air was thick with tension, the once celebratory atmosphere now tainted with fear. This raid wasn't just another legal formality, it was the beginning of the end. Agents rifled through files, confiscating computers and records. Jordan Belfort, once the untouchable kingpin, watched helplessly as his empire crumbled around him. The SEC had found its smoking gun, an elaborate paper trail of fraudulent transactions. The firm's shutdown was imminent, and for the first time, Belfort's invincibility was in question. Scene 2. What Wolf of Wall Street hid. The real extent of extravagance. Audiences were mesmerized by the outrageous scenes in The Wolf of Wall Street, but reality was even more extravagant. Behind closed doors, Jordan Belfort's lifestyle was a spectacle of opulence that staggered belief. He owned not one, but multiple sprawling mansions, each a monument to his unchecked wealth. His collection of luxury cars was vast, a fleet that would put any automobile enthusiast to shame. The film hinted at excess, yet the truth was a grand opera of indulgence. This lifestyle came at a cost, however. Many investors, lured by promises of quick riches, found themselves penniless, their life savings evaporated into Belfort's lavish pursuits. One scene each, the characters' true roles. Jordan Belfort stood at the center of this web, a charismatic manipulator who thrived on risk. His charm was his weapon, and he wielded it with precision, persuading investors to trust him implicitly. But as the walls closed in, his bravado masked a growing desperation, a realization that his empire was built on sand. Donnie Azoff, his right-hand man, operated as the engine behind the schemes. His loyalty was fierce, but it tethered him to Belfort's sinking ship. When the SEC clamped down, Azoff's world imploded, leaving him to face the consequences of their joint ventures. Gregory Coleman, the determined FBI special agent, was relentless in his pursuit. His investigation peeled back layer after layer of deceit, each revelation more astonishing than the last. Coleman's work was meticulous, a testament to his unwavering commitment to justice. His findings were crucial, laying the groundwork for what was to come. Mark Hanna, Belfort's former mentor, had long since stepped back, his own career marred by controversy. Yet his teachings lingered in Belfort's mind, a blueprint for the darker path he eventually followed. Hanna's influence was profound, shaping Belfort into the figure who now faced ruin. Scene 4, investigation pressure. The net tightens. The investigation intensified, drawing public and media scrutiny. Headlines screamed of greed and betrayal. The public's fascination tinged with outrage. Investors once seduced by promises of wealth now demanded answers, their financial losses fueling a growing sense of betrayal. Pressure.